The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association presents Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is presented by the Ohio Veterinary Medical Center, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, Dublin Valley Farms, Stable.ca, and Midland Acres. Now let's go trackside for all the action.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the Columbiana County Fair in Lisbon, Ohio, as we get set for racing. And first off, though, our national anthem. Glad to have you along. I'm Frank Frost, along with Don Tyler, Steve Ulrich as well. And now let's pick up our announcer as they introduce our announcer of the day.
Paul Lease, Speed Superintendent. David Stotts, our presiding judge here in the booth this afternoon. We're delighted you can be here with us for this great racing car here today. And it's my pleasure and privilege now to introduce to you the fellow that's been the voice of this racing program at the Columbiana County Fair for now his 34th year in a row. He is a legendary voice of harness racing not only around this state but around the country and in fact around the world. He's called races everywhere and he is well known as the 55-year voice of the Little Round Jug.
The Kentucky Derby by all accounts of harness racing in America. He's called his career, believe this or not, 183,613 races after yesterday. That's a lot of names, numbers, and colors, folks. He's the legend, he's the voice. Your announcer, Roger Houston.
So there you go, Roger gets a nice introduction today as we get set to go. We have 9 races on the card today. Nice breeze blowing here. We got some clouds and we do have rain coming in today. They said about 3 o'clock we can expect some very heavy storms to hit. So we will hopefully try to get these races in before we get to that point today, and should have a pretty good day of racing. We had a great day of racing yesterday. 9 races on the card yesterday. Jason Thompson and Emmanuel Miller each picked up 2 wins in those races, and we have 3 trainers double up. Betty Clegg had 2 winners, Scott Cox had 2 winners, and Herman Hageman had a pair of winners as well. Today, 19 trainers will send 40 horses to the gate. In that, Betty Clegg will be sending 12 of those 40 to the gate. We have 1 2-year-old colt trot, 2 2-year-old colt paces, 2 3-year-old colt trots, and 3 3-year-old colt paces, and we'll have the free-for-all trot as well. So, Don, should be a pretty good day of racing.
Awesome day on racing on slate for today, and track looks nice and fast. We have had weather here the last 2 days, but it's been sporadic weather, so it hasn't really affected our track condition. I don't expect it to today as well. We got a nice dry base, beautiful weather, probably mid-80s temperature, not much humidity. Old Glory, the flag's blowing down. We've got a headwind coming down a stretch, light headwind, but shouldn't affect racing. But overall, gorgeous day in Lisbon, Ohio.
Woody Williams of the Home Talent Colt Stakes said, unless we have lightning or a flood, we're racing today.
Game on, that's right.
Game on, so yep. So there you go, Roger, telling everybody we do have rain coming. You know, a lot of puddles on the infield today, where they had heavy rains here last night. I know back home in Dublin, Ohio, we had some major storms roll through in the middle of the night. A lot of lightning, a lot of thunder, a lot of rain as well. So another front moving through here today as we get set. We've got a full day of racing for you here in Ohio. We'll kick it off here at Lisbon with our 9-race card. Then tonight at 6 o'clock we have racing from Wapakoneta, Ohio, the Auglaize County Fair. So we hope you'll join us for that. And then we also have the Wood County Fair. That'll be starting at 5 o'clock, the second day of racing from Wood County. It's a 5 o'clock post time there. The Auglaize County Fair, that has a 6 o'clock post time. So you're either going to have 2 televisions set up. Watch us one on Facebook, one on YouTube. We are on YouTube today as well. And you may have to check those out and make sure you're catching all the racing from Ohio. I want to remind you, if you are out at these races, then what we're going to want you to do is stop by our broadcast location and pick up the passport that we have, and so that you'll have that, and we should be good to go.
Yeah, just a great day over here. We've got our odds board working again today as well. Yesterday it got shut down a little bit due to the rain, so we do have that operational today. So we'll be able to give you a little bit idea on where the wagering public and stuff is doing over here. We do have pari-mutuel wagering here at Lisbon. Win, place, exact daily double wagering on the first 2 races. If you're close by, come on by today. Some great races. Great wagering menu, and we'd love to see you. As Frank alluded to, we've got the passports that we are handing out as well. We're in the grandstands. Beautiful grandstand here. I'm not sure the age of it, but we're in complete cover, so myself, Steve, and Frank are not in the way of any of the elements today, nor were we yesterday. So that's phenomenal. But we've got a great card here today, 9 action-packed races. And we're focusing mainly on the boys today. And even in the opener, we've got a single division, 2-year-old Colt Trot, $13,000 purse with 5 of them going to the gate. So we've got everybody's going to get a nice juicy check in here for at least $600 or $700. So it certainly makes the contestants very happy. We score 4 crossed over here, just so you know. If you didn't join us yesterday, we've got the 5 and 6 in any race would be trailers, so 4 crossed. Frank gave this out yesterday. We kind of have a paperclip track here. What that is basically that's the circumference. We've got long straightaways in the front and backside, and our turns are pretty tight here. We've had a lot of horses not get around these turns perfect, but they are pretty sharp. The easiest way to describe it is it's like a paperclip. So we're just about ready for the post parade. Roger's getting everybody out on the track, so I think we've got all but one out that we're still looking for, the one horse. And then we'll be able to give you a post parade and probably go to the gate pretty quick like we did yesterday.
Just had to adjust some audio. We think it's now a little bit better. We're waiting on the post parade. The one horse will be not in the post parade, so here they come, and we'll send it up to Roger Houston for the post parade.
These are the horses for today's first Hometown and Colt Stake, 2-year-old Trot, $13,020. The 1, Cherry's Prize, excused from the post parade, Charlie Myrick drives. The 2, Striking Marseille, Emmanuel Miller. The 3, R Boss, Keith Cash Sr. The 4, Pink Panther with Nick Clegg. And number 5, Global's Victory, Francis Lawton in the sulky. Horse to take 1 score and go to the gate. You have less than 2 minutes, less than 2 to wager. Now in front of the stands, the 1, Cherry's Prize, and Charlie Myrick.
So all set now, Charlie Myrick making it out onto the track. Was a little late getting out there. Let's tell you a little bit about these horses. The number 1 is Charlie's with Charlie Myrick, Cherry's Prize. Charlie Myrick drives and trains for Second Chance Stable. 3 starts this year, a second-place finish. Has had some problems with brakes. Has had brakes in all 3 of his starts this year. Earnings, though, of $3,200 in those 3 races.
2, Striking Marcel, same connection as Charlie Myrick for Second Chance Stable. Emmanuel Miller grabs the lines today. That is a program change for you. Only 1 start to make of. Did stay flat and stay trotting. And a lot of times in these type of races, that can be a big factor.
The number 3 is Our Boss. Keith Cash Sr. picks up the drive for Betty Clegg. This is an Enterprise out of the Master Levesque mare. Don't even know my name. Betty Clegg owns 5 starts this year, a win and a second, $5,900 in earnings.
4, Pink Panther, Nick Clegg for Betty Clegg. Looks to probably be the horse to beat in here. Currently 1-2 on our tote board. 6-10 lifetime, 59-1 mark at Scioto, and is the horse to beat.
The number 5 is Global's Victory. Francis Lawton drives for Stu Stockwell. This is a Global Republic S out of the Victory Sam mare May Victory, making its first career start. We have the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate rolling. Becky Wepkenberg is driving it today. Mike has a couple other cars out as well. Rest of our crew here today. We have David Statz as our presiding judge. Deb Rush is our clerk. Paul Lees, our speed superintendent. And Roger Houston is our announcer. And with that, let's send it up. Who has called over 183,000 races in his career, still going strong, Roger Houston.
Riders are all in behind the Wupkenberg starting gate on the upper turn. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and trotting. That's Cherry's Prize going right out for the lead. On the outside, Pink Panther is there second. Getting away third is Our Boss. Into the turn fourth, Striking Marseille, and trailing the field, Global's Victory. On to the backside they go. Pink Panther and Nick Clegg off stride. Back pace trotting now on the outside is Cherry's Prize on the retake. Another break for Pink Panther. Down the backside, Our Boss is now second. Off stride third, Pink Panther. Opening quarter in 34 flat. The end of the turn, racing up the inside, Global's Victory. On the outside, trading the field, Striking Marseille. As the race around the turn, going to the first 3/8 mark. On top of the field and with the leads, Charlie Myrick and Cherry's Prize leads the way by 2.5. Racing second is Our Boss as they pass the stands first time. Back on the outside, Pink Panther is there third. Racing fourth, it's Global's Victory at the halfway point. Up on the outside, Striking Marseille now fourth as Global's Victory goes off stride. They reach the half in 1:07. Into the turn and going to the backside. Cherry's Prize leads by a length and 3/4. On the move on the outside. Pink Panther now third, now second and moving up. Pink Panther is off stride again. Down the backside, up the inside. Our Boss is there second. 2-horse battle from here as the race over 3/4 mark in 1:40 3/5. The end of the final turn, continuing to show the way. Cherry's Prize by 2.25. Racing second is Our Boss trying to close the gap. Racing third, here comes Pink Panther once again on the outside. Racing fourth, it's Striking Marseille. Into the lane they come for the payoff. On top, it's Cherry's Prize with the lead. Our Boss second. Racing third is Pink Panther. Here they are. Inquiry sign is posted. Judge's inquiry sign has been posted. Possible violation of the braking rule. Number 4, Pink Panther.
Possible? Something around that, heading up the backstretch, something was causing Pink Panther to go off stride. Did it the first time, and then the second time heading up the backstretch also had some problems. Did get back down, finished third, but your winner, which should stand, was Charlie Myrick with Cherry's Prize, this Enterprise out of the Semper Fi Hall Mare Cherry Hill Chip, owned by Second Chance Stable out of Ravenna. And down there's a perfect example. First 3 races, had a couple of breaks in those first 3 races, stays flat, gets the job done.
Yeah, he never moved a muscle today. One of our longtime listeners, Dave Myrick's got to be happy about that. His boy scores wire to wire, never moved a muscle. Horse looked very well coming to wire, stayed flat. Talk about this all the time. This is the education that these horses are getting, these horses that start on this circuit, finding their way, learning their gait, learning how to go. And horses graduate from this circuit. Perfect example, last year Duncan raced here for the Clegs. And that horse yesterday was in at Yonkers in a 3-year-old open and was 6-5. So future stars of today you'll see tomorrow. But, here's one in the making because Cherry's Prize raced very, very good today. Nice, impressive wire-to-wire score.
Well, Charlie's going to have a little bit of time to enjoy that victory. His wife, Mary, making her way over to the winner's circle because he's got one more, but not till the 9th. So he gets to enjoy this victory for a little bit before he's got to get ready.
Your attention, please. Number 4, Pink Panther, has been disqualified for a violation of the braking rule. Pink Panther has been disqualified, violation of the braking rule. New order of finish, 1-3-2. 1-3-2, unofficial as yet. Moving into the winner's circle, the R.F. Wilk family winner's circle here at the Columbiana County Fair is number 1, Cherry's Prize. Over the Second Chance Stable, Incorporated, Ravenna, Ohio, Charlie Myrick trains and drives the 2-year-old gelding by Enterprise at a Cherry Hill Chip. Home a winner in 2:11 3/5. Results are official. Number 1, Cherry's Prize, the winner. Number 2, Striking Marseille, 4, place 3. The 3, Our Boss, 2. The 4, Pink Panther, 3, placed 5. Violation of the braking rule. Number 5, Global's Victory, 5, placed 4th. Top down, 1, placed 3. 2, placed 5. Placed 4 on the bottom. The quarter, 34. The half, 107. 3/4, 140 and 3. The mile, 2:11 3/5. In the second race, coming up, number 3, Peanut Fear. Make the driver Mario Wilson. Mario Wilson drives the 3, Peanut Fear, in the second. Don't be shut out.
So there you go. One race in the books. Charlie Myrick comes home a winner with Cherry's Prize. Second place, Our Boss. Third place after finishing 4th, Striking Marseille. So next up, we will have the first of 2 divisions for 2-year-old Colt Pacers when we return to Lisbon, Ohio in the Columbiana County Fair right after this.
Agriculture was the primary industry for early Columbiana County. In the late 1830s, Columbiana was the second most populated county in Ohio, meaning their agricultural production was enormous. Residents raised more horses than anywhere else in the Midwest, along with having the largest wheat, sheep, and wool production in the state. Columbiana County knew it was an industry leader and founded an agricultural society to support its farmers. The Columbiana County Agricultural Society would quickly hold their first fair in 1845 in Lisbon. The first Columbiana County Fair was small, with prize money totaling to less than $17. Awards were given to Best One-Horse Buggy, Most Outstanding Saddle and Pair of Boots, Best Yoke of Oxen, and Finest Quilt. The next decade was full of tremendous growth. The permanent fairgrounds was purchased and a half-mile racetrack was built. Harness racing was popular throughout the 19th and 20th centuries and provided a large source of revenue for the county fair. Today, the Columbiana County Fair is a member of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. They host 2 days of live-action harness racing.
History, tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Home Talent Colt Stakes. You can't win them if you aren't in them.
Welcome back to the Columbiana County Fairgrounds in Lisbon, Ohio. We're up in northeastern Ohio for today's 9-race card. Don't forget you can get your programs at harnessracingohio.com. We put the programs up there about an hour before our stream starts, so you can go grab it, print it off, and follow along if you like. We do have one change for this race. The number 3, Peanut Fear, Mario Wilson, will do the driving for number 3, Peanut Fear. Since we rush through them, let's start to tell people about these horses since Roger's doing post-parade and sending them right to the gate. The number 1 is Bernie Be Bad. David Swaney drives, trains, and owns this Yankee Cruiser out of the Big Bad John mare Millie Be Gone. One start in its career. That came back at Circleville, finished 5th, pacing distance, so there is no time.
2, A Legend Secret. James Day trains and drives for Power Play Racing. This youngster's made 2 starts, has a second-place finish at Carrollton. Last time out, broke stride, finished 6th that day, but did make a middle move. The dam of this horse stuck like glue, had a horse in yesterday, so...
The number 3 is Peanut Fear. Mario Wilson will drive for Betty Clegg. This is a Fear the Dragon out of the Better's Delight mare Peanut Butter Shake. 9 starts on the year, 2 seconds and a third, earnings over $3,300. Last time out, finished 7th at Northfield. That was on the Summit County Racing Day. Let's go up to Roger for the
number 1, Bernie Be Bad, David Swaney. The 2, A Legend Secret, James Day. The 3, Peanut Fear, Mario Wilson. Number 4, Bounding Delight, the driver Emmanuel Miller. And number 5, Pure Dragon, Nick Clegg in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
So we're through 3. Don, how about number 4?
4, Bounding Delight. Rosie Weaver trains and does own with Heartland Acres Farm. Emmanuel Miller will be in the sulky today. 3 starts, 1 win. That was at the bottom of the page at Paulding. Nice, impressive maiden score. Since then, a couple breaks. Looks to get back on track today.
The number 5 is Pure Dragon. Nick Clegg drives for Betty Clegg. Pure Dragon, 9 starts, 1 win. That came back at Circleville on June 16th. Also has 3 thirds. Took the mark of 204-1 at Circleville. Last time out up at Northfield for the Summit County races, paced in 201-1. So that's the field of 5 for this, our second race on the card. The first of 2 divisions for the 2-year-old Colt Pacers. As Don has told you, we score 4 here, not a wide track by any stretch of the imagination. So the 5th and 6th horses will start from the second tier, but the straightaways are long. And the good thing here is going into that first term, at least you got a little more time to decide what you want to do. It's not that quick of a run up into that very first turn. But the long back stretch, it's kind of interesting. I was down on the backstretch today, and I was at the far end of the track looking down to see how it looked water-wise and that, because we got some puddles on the front. But it's almost like they go through a tunnel of trees. Those 3 big trees over there, 4 big trees, kind of create a tunnel there, and it goes from sunshine to shade back to sunshine very quickly.
Yeah, you don't see that, but it's kind of neat. It's like kind of like the Green Monster in Fenway. You know, when you get to these different type of places where it's just a difference and picturesque for sure. And you can look at those tree trunks. I got a pretty decent-sized frame, and I think I could find myself behind one of those pretty easy. So they're probably 100 to 150 years old, I would guess.
Yeah, you're not about to stretch your arms around those.
No, no, sir. No, sir.
There's some pretty big trees down there. And when you get the big trees like that, or you're at, Lancaster, and you look, at the trees they have surrounding the track, or at Croton, places like that, it really tells you how important these fairgrounds are to the communities, what they've done to keep them and maintain them so they are able to that. So we've got an equipment problem, we've just been told, on number 3, Peanut Fear. Emmanuel Miller has number 4, Bounding Delight, in the infield grass, calm him down a little bit. Horse may like that, just going back and forth up the grass, taking it
Yeah,
easy.
they do that a lot even at Scioto. I see the drivers out there, they'll just take them through the grass every now and then, just different scenery, like you said, calm them down, sometimes get them off the track, away from other horses. A lot of different mindsets to do that. Some nostalgia here. Yesterday we had 2 drivers over 70 years old win races. The trivia question today, were they the oldest drivers that drove this on this 2-day meet?
Wow.
Do you think those guys, or did we have someone older driving?
Well, Don McGurgan was 83.
Okay.
Rocky Ward was 73, I think it was,
Something like
because
that.
the average was 78. And if you can do your math, it was 78 and a half. If you can do your math, for
Correct.
me.
So if we're fortunate to have the one horse Bernie B. Bad win here, 86 years
Wow.
young, David Swaney, still doing it, still looking good too. Very good looking frame. Same with Don McCurgan. These guys, just from constantly being at the barns and active, they look great for their age. So
3rd start of the year for David Swaney. He did drive Bernie B. Bad in the first race of the year. Not sure where his other start came from. This is the first full day of the fair here at Lisbon. In addition to harness racing tonight, we'll have the draft horse pull in front of the grandstand. And I'm not sure if they do that on the dirt, which is under puddles, or if they will do that on the track. Track we won't need anymore after we're done racing here. Then tomorrow it's the extreme bull riding and barrel racing. And then on Thursday, the rough truck will be taking center stage. We'll have the smoke and noise truck and tractor pull on Friday, August 2nd. The power pull with the truck and tractor pull on Saturday. And then Sunday we wrap it up with not only the Combine Demolition Derby, which takes place at 1 o'clock, but after they're done, we're going to bring out the Derby Dog Car Demolition Derby at 6:30. So a lot of things still going on here at the Columbiana County Fair. So if you're in the Northeast Ohio area, make sure you stop on out. You can check out the Weaver German Sausage stand where I did my fair food report from yesterday. And get yourself a bratwurst there. Today's fair food report will be from the Kickin' Chicken, which was on the backstretch today. But we are getting ready to roll. The horses are heading towards the starting gate, which is starting to roll in the upper turn. And with that, we'll send it up to Roger Houston for the call of the second.
8. Paces are all in behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come.
Somebody's running already.
One horse.
Quick the one before the start.
They're off and pacing, going for the lead. That's Peanut Fair on the inside. A Legend Secret is second. Up on the outside third, it's Bounding Delight. The end of the turn racing fourth. It's Pure Dragon, and trading the field following the early break, Bernie B. Bad. On to the backside and the first quarter. Here comes Bounding Delight, and Emmanuel Miller now second and going right on by to grab the racetrack. Racing second, it's Peanut Fair. Opening quarter in 30 3/5. Into the turn, a Legend Secret is there fourth. Pure Dragon fifth, and Bernie B. Bad trails the field. Around the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. The end of the lane first time, on top of the field. Coming to the halfway station, it is Bounding Delight showing the way by 3. Racing second, Peanut Fair. Up on the outside comes a Legend Secret as they race over to the halfway point. 101-1. Into the turn they go. Moving to the outside, Pure Dragon fourth. Bernie B. Bad continues to trail the field as they race to the 5/8 mark. Into the turn they go. Bounding Delight has the lead by 2.5. Racing second, A Legend Secret. On the move on the outside, Pure Dragon. Now third, but not making up any ground. Racing fourth, Peanut Fear. Trailing the field, Bernie B. Bad. At the 3/4 mark, 132 and 3. Midway around the final turn, the leader remains Bounding Delight. Emmanuel Miller on top as they please by 6. Racing second, A Legend Secret. Racing third, Pure Dragon. Less than an 8 to go. Coming home, it's all Bounding Delight. Emmanuel Miller drawn away with each and every stride. A Legend Secret is there second. Racing third, Pure Dragon.
So your winner, Bounding the Light, picks up the win for Rosie Weaver. Emmanuel Miller gets his third win of the meet here at Lisbon. He had 2 wins yesterday. Finishing second, A Legend Secret. James Day drives and trains A Legend Secret. And finishing third and fourth were the 2 Clegg entries. Pure Dragon finishes third, and Peanut Fear finishes fourth.
Powerful effort by Bounding Delight, aggressively driven today. So Emmanuel Miller knew he had a lot of horse. You don't often see horses make quarter pole moves at fair tracks to the leader. And nice tote price today too, 11-1 on that horse. So for the locals here that were wagering, it cost a nice $22 plus mutual on Bounding Delight. But once this one cleared and got to the lead, it was smooth sailing from there. I'm not sure of the time, but it was a pretty snappy mile because for 2-year-old Colt Pacers over here.
Yep, have not gotten the final time yet from Roger Houston on that, but here comes your winner. Taking the back door into the winner's circle is number 4, Bounding Delight with Emmanuel Miller.
Moving into the RF Wilk family winner's circle, number 4, Bounding Delight. Owned by Rosie Weaver, Beach City, Ohio. Heartland Acres. Rosie Weaver, the winning trainer, picking up her 23rd win of the season at the county fairs. Emmanuel Miller in the sulky. 2-year-old Delicate Fear of the Dragon. Bound to be good. Home winner in a lifetime best, 2:03 4/5. And there's another winner from Midland Acres, the home of Fear the Dragon. Results are official. Number 1, Bernie B. Bad, 5. The 2, A Legend Secret, the 2. The 3, Peanut Fear, 4. The 4, Bounding Delight, the winner. Number 5, Pure Dragon, 3. Top down, 5, 2, 4, 1, 3 on the bottom. The quarter, 30 and 3. The half, 101, 1. 3/4, 132, 3. The mile, 2:03 4/5. No changes.
Good to see Rosie Weaver picking up a win after the year she has had so far. I had a chance to talk with Joe Yoder, her second trainer, who was in the winner's circle, and asked him how the horses were doing after they got sick from all that bad feed. And he said some of them have gotten better, some of them are still struggling a little bit, and they had to shut down a few of their really good 2-year-olds because of it. So a tough start to the year for Rosie Weaver, but glad to see her getting back into the winner's circle. So 2 in the books. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have our 3-year-old Colt Trot coming up, the first of 2 divisions, going for $6,040 when we return to Lisbon, Ohio. At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661. Volstead, Coach K. Hanover, Slay, Ohio's top trotters stand at Dublin Valley Farms.
Volstead's offspring include Sugar Instead, the 2023 Ohio 2-year-old Trotting Filly of the Year, and 2024 Ohio Sire Stakes winner Jurassic Hattie. Coach K. Hanover, the son of world record holder Walner, and Slay, the son of Chapter 7, standing his first season at Dublin Valley Farms.
Welcome back to the Columbiana County Fair here at Lisbon, Ohio, as we get set for our third race of the day. And the last race, the winner, Bounding Delight, paid $25.80 to win. And during the break, Don had a little handicapping tip. What's the Tiger tip today?
So it's always a good handicapping tip. When you have a beaten favorite in the last start, play them back when they're double digits. This horse last week was 9-5, made an uncanny break from the 3-hole. Today you get 11-1, so great mutual. If you stay on course, stayed flat, and made it to the winner's circle and rewarded the backers.
See, that's the problem with doing these things. We're up here and we can't get down to the
venture.
windows.
Yeah.
I know, so we got to figure a way to have them put a little machine up here for us. That would be dangerous.
That would be very dangerous. That would be very dangerous.
So let's take a look at the field for the third. This is the 3-year-old Colt Trot, the first of two divisions, going for $6,040. The number one is Just Tough Enough. Jimmy Smith drives, trains, and owns this Victory Sam Colt out of the Amigo Hall mare Just Friends, making just its second start of the year. Its first start came at Carrollton, finished fourth, did not race as a 2-year-old.
2, Mindful Amos. Betty Clegg trains, Betty Clegg owns, Nick Clegg drives. This is the most experienced runner in the field with 41 career starts, 16 this year, 4 career winner's circle trips, 1 this year, 35,000 in tow. Has a mark of 202-1, which was taken at Northfield earlier this season. Looks to be one of the main contenders.
The number 3 is Adventureful Pete. Emmanuel Miller and Rosie Weaver will try to go back-to-back with this Uncle Peter out of the Ken Workington mare Tagalong Kendra. 7 starts, 1 win, 1 second, and a third. Lifetime earnings of over $30,000. Last year had 5 wins and 17 starts. Last 2 times out, though, has suffered breaks. Was a $20,000 purchase at the Buckeye Classic sale.
4-horse Bob the Bomber. Ty Lloyd trains and drives. This 3-year-old Long Tom Gelding, most accomplished money earner in the field with $81,800 next to his name. 8 for 21 lifetime, 8 for 12 last year. Still trying to recoup that 2-year-old form. Is 0 for 9 this season, but does have 2 seconds and 2 thirds. Did trot in 205, 2 back at Paynesville, 203, 3 back at Mount Vernon, and a nice effort at Carrollton, and 201 and 2. So definitely some ability, some back class, and always nice to see Ty Loy.
Won the Ohio Fair Championship Consolations last year at Northfield back on October 21st. So Bob the Bomber had a great year last year at the fairs and capped it off winning the Consolation Championship. As we are getting ready for the third race. Humidity picking up a little bit here today, but still a nice breeze blowing. Full day of racing today, 5 o'clock. We're at Wood County in Bowling Green, and then we will have tonight at Wapakoneta in Auglaize County. We will have racing from there, 6 o'clock first race post time for that card. It is now Jimmy Smith and Just Tough Enough making their way to the front of the post parade as Roger is getting them in order. So let's go up to Roger Houston.
Hometown Colt Stakes 3-year-old Colt Trot, first division for $6,040. Number 1, Just Tough Enough. The driver, Jimmy Smith. The 2, Mindful Amos with Nick Clegg. The 3, Adventureful Pete, Emmanuel Miller. And number 4, Bob the Bomber. Ty Loy in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Mutual windows closing, 2 minutes. Less than 2 to wager. Race 3.
So there's your field for the third one. I want to welcome everybody who's checking in on Facebook today. We also are on YouTube. We've got them checking in from Germany. Stefan, glad to have you along. Over in Scotland, Archibald is joining us from Scotland. We've got Dave Myrick down in Florida enjoying the racing today as well. Glad to have you back again today, Dave. So we're just a full day of racing here as we kick it off from Lisbon, Ohio. And just so everybody knows, we are trying to get these all up onto YouTube as well. You know, we are doing the Facebook, but also trying to get everybody on YouTube so you can enjoy the racing there as well. For some people, a little easier to find us on YouTube on the big TV in the family room. You can just sit back, click on YouTube, and type in Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association in the search bar, and it'll pop up for you.
Starter has called the horses to the gate.
So we get set to go. Field of 4 from the rail out. Just Tough Enough and Jimmy Smith, Mindful Amos and Nick Clegg, Adventureful Pete and Emmanuel Miller, and Bob the Bomber and Ty Loy to head to the gate here in the third from Lisbon, Ohio. Let's send it up to Roger Houston.
Three-year-old trotters even behind the Wipkenberg starting gate on the upper turn. The gate swings into the stretch, and yet they come.
Actually, we did pretty good, all things considered. 2 horse.
Break 2 before the gate left.
They're off in trotting. Bob the Bomber goes right out for the lead. Adventureful Pete is here second. Just Tough Enough third. And trailing the field, Mindful Amos with the break before the start. On to the backside they go. Ty Loy shows the way with Bob the Bomber. Adventureful Pete, Emmanuel Miller right there second. Off stride, Just Tough Enough. Moving up on the inside, Mindful Amos to take over the third spot as they race over to the first quarter mark. They reach the opening quarter in 33-2. The end of the turn they go. Bob the Bomber leads by 2. Adventureful Pete is here second, closing the gap with each and every stride. Mindful Amos now third and closing. Racing fourth, the trailer, Just Tough Enough. Into the lane first time, coming to the halfway point. It's all Bob the Bomber so far. Adventureful Pete is there second as they race over to the halfway point. Adventureful Pete's on the move at the half in 1:05 2/5. Into the turn they go. Racing third, Mindful Amos. The trailer remains Just Tough Enough as they race around the turn. Going to the backside and 5/8 mark. Continuing on the outside, Adventureful Pete. After the leader, Adventureful Pete goes off stride. Down the backside, Bob the Bomber with the lead. Adventureful Pete is off stride. Up the inside, Mindful Amos is there third. At the 3/4 in 1:35 3. Trotting a storm, it's Bob the Bomber and Ty Loy on top of the field. Drawing away each and every stride. Mindful Amos is there second. Racing third. Out of the turn comes Adventureful Pete. Less than an 8 to go. It's all Bob the Bomber. Drawing away with each and every stride for Ty Loy. Bob the Bomber. Home second, Mindful Amos. Third, Adventureful Pete.
Don, you take a look at the lines for these 4 horses. 3 of them had breaks. 3 of them committed breaks. The one that had been flat stayed flat in this race and wins easily, Bob the Bomber.
Yeah, the locals were very smart. That horse was going to the gate at 7-2 and final odds 4-5. So the public money went to Bob the Bomber, and he was worth every penny as he made every pole winning one. Won by convincing 15, 18 lengths. So nice effort from Ty Loy. I'm very happy.
Nick Clegg spotted the field, a lot of ground as Mindful Amos made a break. And Adventureful Pete was right there as they started up the backstretch for the second time, went off stride and could not get back onto the trot until almost into the final turn. But your winner is Ty Loy, Bob the Bomber, by Long Tom out of the full count mare Lee's Little Assist, owned by D. Willis, our co-ed, Ty Loy, and D. Gregory. Horse was a $29,000 purchase at the Buckeye Classic sale, I believe it was. Ohio Select sale.
Into the Wilt family winner's circle. Number 4, Bob the Bomber. D.B. Wills of Granville, Ohio. R. Code of Newark. Ty Loy of Grafton. D.J. Gregory of Utica, Ohio. Ty Loy, the trainer and driver. The 3-year-old gelding by Long Tom out of Lee's Little Sis. Gets the initial win this season with a mile in 2:06 3/5. And there's another winner from Midland Acres, the home of Long Tom. Results are official. Number 1, Just Tough Enough. 4, the 2, Mindful Amos. 2, the 3, Adventureful Pete. 3, the 4, Bob the Bomber, the winner. Top down, 4, 2, 3. 1 on the bottom. The quarter, 33 and 2. The half, 105 2. 3/4, 135 3. The mile, 2:06 3/5. In the 4th, Emmanuel Miller drives the 1, Cool Augustus. Number 5, Center Story, the driver Logan Eversole. Please note the 2 horse down by the parade has been barred from mutual wagering. No wagering on the 2 down by the parade. Will race for first money only. As far as the finish of the race, disregard where the 2 finishes in this race. Mutuals will pay on the first 3 horses. All
change for the next race, and Emmanuel Miller will drive the number 1, Cool Augustus. No wagering on down by the parade, who was going 10-4-10. But Ty Loy, 69 years old, so the ageless wonders continue to win here at Lisbon. So we'll get set for our 4th race of the day, and this will be the 2-year-old Colt Pace, the second of the 2 divisions, when we return to Lisbon, Ohio, right after this.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Long Tom, Summa Cum Laude, Ready for Money, and Bit of a Legend. See our yearlings at the Blooded Horse Sale August 27th and the Ohio Select Sale September 13th.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
Welcome back to the Columbiana County Fair. Frank Frost along with Don Tiger, Steve Ulrich, bringing you all the action of today's harness racing. 9 races on our card today, the second of 2 days, waiting on one more horse to come out.
1 to go.
Nick Clegg will drive the number 2 down by the parade, who's hit the board in all
10 starts this year. We're waiting on the number 5 to see who will drive the number 5. And see the horse come, but I'm not sure who's in the bike. We'll get that for you.
It's an Ebersol. I just can't tell which one it is. Luke or
Logan, one of the
Logan.
two.
Yep.
Well, we'll find out when they work their way around. Then we'll get the post parade. As soon as we see who this horse is coming around, then we'll tell you, and then we will get the rundown for you of these horses. And that looks like it is Logan. So Logan Ebersol will drive the number 5. So the number 1 horse in this race is Cool Augustus. Emmanuel Miller drives for Amy Wengard, who owns and bred this Mr. Cooley out of the mare Twinkie. One race so far this year that was at Mount Vernon, finished 5th, well back.
2 down by the parade, the standout in the race, such a standout that they've barred him from wagering purposes. So what that means, too, if you're following along locally or abroad, this horse will race as normal, but there will be no wagering on him. This horse is 7 for 9 this season, $54,000 already banked, 2 minutes and 4/5 at Paulding. Likes to be forwardly placed. Clegg trains and owns. Nick will be driving.
The number 3 is Shuffles Cool Legacy. John Wenger drives, trains. Horse is owned by Lily Flynn of Worcester. This is also a Mr. Cooley out of the Spectacular Deal mare Shuffle and Deal 'em. 2 starts on the year. Has not hit the board. Has earned $310 so far this year. Has made breaks in both starts as well as 2 qualifiers.
4 Fear Giver. Wes Hirschberger trains. Eric Hirschberger owns. Darren John Harvey will be in the sulky. 2 starts in his brief career with a 2nd place finish. 2 back made a break at Carrollton, stayed flat at Mount Vernon, and looks to be a factor if stays flat again today.
Let's go to the post parade.
Second division for $6,200. And these are the horses for the 4th. Number 1, Cool Augustus, Emmanuel Miller. Number 2, Down by the Parade, Nick Clegg. Number 3, Shuffles Cool Legacy, John G. Wingard. Number 4, Fear Giver with Darren Harvey. And number 5, Center Story, Logan Ebersol in the sulky. Horse to take 1 score, go to the gate, mutual windows closing, 2 minutes. Now please note the 2, Down by the Parade, no mutual wagering. Down by the Parade has been barred from the wagering. Races only for purse money. Wherever the horse finishes, disregard that as far as the mutual order of finish.
So there you have it. And the number 5 is Center Story. Logan Ebersol will drive. Trained by Betty Clegg, owned by Betty Clegg. This is a well said out of the Major Mare Art Center. Has hit the board in 8 of 9 starts with 2 wins. The only time it did not hit the board was at Painesville back on July 23rd. Was 2nd and faded and finished 4th, 8 1/4 lengths back. Has a qualifying mark of 2 minutes and 3/5. Took that at Northfield back on July 11th.
The wagering horses that are available here, the money's very well spread around. Co-favorites, the 1 and the 3 at 9 to 5. 5 horse just slightly behind that, 2 to 1, and then the 4 at 7 to 2. So very good wagering for the ones that are still allowed to be wagered on in this race.
You know, Don, for all those kids out there watching us right now during their summer break, you know, this is why you want to do your math and get good at math so you can read a good tote board and know the difference between 2 to 1 and 9 to 5. You know, it's just one of those things that math comes in handy as you get older.
I'm always so impressed about the announcers, how good they are on the quarter times. I've called a few races, but they're so quick to be able to go 27-4, backside 27-2, because they take the 55-4, multiply from. That's impressive. So, yes, math for the youngsters out there is good to learn. With that said, we're going to send it up to the voice, Roger Houston, for the call of today's 4th.
Here they come. Third, often pacing down by the parade, goes right out for the lead. Fear Giver on the outside, off stride into the turn, shuffles Cool Legacy. Up the inside, Cool Augustus racing fifth. That is the race around the turn, Center Story. Back on the outside, shuffles Cool Legacy. Down the backside they go. Down by the parade, leads the way. Fear Giver is there second. As they race over to the first quarter mark, the field by the opening quarter in 32-2. He entered the turn. That's Center Story up on the outside third. Cool Augustus fourth. Shuffles Cool Legacy trails the field as they race around the turn, go on to the 3/8 mark. All in straight alignment into the lane first time, coming to the halfway station. Down by the parade has the lead by 2 1/4 lengths. Racing second is Fear Giver as they race over to the halfway point. Racing up on the outside third is Center Story. Halfway home in 1:05 3. Into the turn they go. Cool Augustus is there fourth, and the trailer remains. Shuffles Cool Legacy. On to the backside they go. It's Down by the Parade with the lead, now by 3. Racing second is Fear Giver. Up on the outside. Down the backside, going to the 3/4 mark, it's Center Story. Racing fourth, Cool Augustus, and trailing the field, Shuffles Cool Legacy as they race over to the 3/4 mark. 3/4 in 1:36 4. Into the final turn. It's Down by the Parade, as expected and barred from the wagering, opening up with every stride, now by 8. Fear Giver is there second. Center Story, that's the battle you want to watch for second and third. Coming home, it's all Down by the Parade and Nick Clegg. Fear Giver and Center Story battling it out for second. Coming home, getting second is Fear Giver. Racing third, Center Story. Fourth was Cool Augustus.
So there you go, Down by the Parade, now 11 for 11 this year, hits the board again, 8 wins in those 11 starts, has now won 3 of the last 4. The only blemish was on the 26th in the Summit County races when finished second.
It is 4-5-1 unofficial.
So it'll be 4-5-1 for the bettors here, but not for the bettors. It'll be 2-4-1, as Down by the Parade just showed, how good of a 2-year-old he is, the Down by the Seaside gelding. And it was interesting when they came down the straightaway the first time in front of the grandstands, Nick Clegg just kind of got himself out to about the second or third lane, and that way going into the turn he was able to take the turn a nice easy way. And from here it's such a long way down to the top of the stretch here, but that horse, as it made that final turn, just really looked like it dug into that turn and came off of it very well.
Yeah, pari-mutually speaking, the longest shot on the board will get the winner honors, and 3-1. They had favorites there, all at 2-1. The 2, the 3, and the 5 were all 2-1. The 4, Fear Giver, was the 3-1 longest shot on the board. Will return at least $8 to the people wagering. But no doubt about the official winner for the purse money, and to get the trophy, that is the 2, Down by the Parade.
And Down by the Parade making his way into the winner's circle. Trainer Betty Clegg picks up her first win of the day.
Winner for the 4th race, Hometown Colt Stake 2-year-old Home Pace. Number 2, Down by the Parade. Betty Jo Clegg of Northfield, Ohio, the owner and trainer, winning as trainer on the Ohio Fair Circuit this season. That is their 34th win. Nick Clegg in the sulky. He is 3rd in the state with win number 32.
Down here from Roger.
2-year-old gelding, but down by the seaside at the Gracie's Parade. Home a winner in 2:06. Final half, a minute 2/5. Final quarter, 29-1. Official order of finish, the 1, Cool Augustus, 4. The 2, Down by the Parade, the winner. The 3, Shuffle Cool's Legacy, 5. The 4, Fear Giver, 2. The 5, Sinner's Story, 3. Top down, 4-1-5. 2, 3 on the bottom. The quarter, 32-2. The half, 105.3. 3 quarters, 136.4. The mile, 2:06. The mutual order of finish, however, 4-5-1.
We come to our midway point in our 9-race card, the 5th race on the day. It'll be the 3-year-old Colt Pace, the first of 3 divisions, 5 to go behind the gate when we return to the Columbiana County Fair in Lisbon, Ohio.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
The future is bright in Ohio. Ohio Sire Stakes, Buckeye Stallion Series, 66 county and independent fairs. Whether it's the Ohio Sire Stakes, the Buckeye Stallion Series, or the county fairs, Ohio has a place for your racehorse. This year, Ohio breds are racing for nearly $23 million in stakes purses. Be part of the winning. Breed, buy, race, win in Ohio.
Volstead, Coach K. Hanover. Volstead, Coach K. Hanover. Slay, Ohio's top trotters stand at Dublin Valley Farms. Volstead's offspring include Sugar Instead, the 2023 Ohio 2-year-old Trotting Filly of the Year, and 2024 Ohio Sire Stakes winner Jurassic Hattie. Coach K. Hanover, the son of world record holder Walner. And Slay, the son of Chapter 7, standing his first season at Dublin Valley Farms.
Four-door Jeep.
Welcome back to
Four-door Jeep.
Columbiana County Fair as we get set for the 5th race here at Lisbon, Ohio.
It's parked in reserve spot number 6.
And we get set. We'll have 5 going to the gate in this first division of 3. Purse of $4,054.
15-20 minutes.
So let's take a look at the field as the horses start to make their way out onto the track. The number 1 is Wash the Dragon. Logan Ebersol drives and trains for John DeSantis. This is a Fear the Dragon out of the Sun Beach Somewhere mare, a Wash. 16 starts this year, still looking for the first win, does have a second and 2/3. This was a $17,000 purchase at the Ohio Select sale. Lifetime 1 win in 27 starts. Last time out, finished 4th at Northfield at the Summit County races, pacing in 157-2.
2, Risky Rocker, Corey Chrysler owns, trains, and drives. This Big Risk Gelding is a little camera shy this year, 0 for 15, but a complete model of consistency with 5 second-place finishes, 6 third-place finishes, has banked $11,000. Last year made 7 trips to the winner's circle, so it looks like it is very close on the horizon. That could be today.
Nacho Dragon is the number 3. Darren Harvey drives for Wes Hirschberger. This is a Fear the Dragon out of Nacho Mama Blue Chip, owned by Eric Hirschberger of Dundee, Ohio, and Kara Miller of Dundee. 8 starts this year with a win, 2 wins lifetime in 22 starts, earnings over $20,000. Last time out, 5th at Mount Vernon, was purchased for $10,000 at the Ohio Select sale.
4, In His Time. Betty Clegg owns and trains. Nick Clegg has the lines. This horse is 1 for 12 this year. Had a big season again last year, making $42,000 in 27 starts with a nice lifetime mark of 56, taken as a 2-year-old.
You're all out. You're all out.
The number 5 is Venusian Dragon. Nick Clegg drives for Betty Clegg, who also owns this Fear the Dragon out of Image of Venus. 2 second-place finishes in 7 starts this year. Did not race as a 2-year-old. It was a $21,000 purchase at the Ohio Select Sale last time out. Finished 7th. As we get set, the horses are gathering up for the post parade. And we'll send it up to Roger for that. And we'll also...
Like we have a driver change on the 5. That would be Mario Wilson. Mario Wilson's going to be driving the 5.
All right. Mario had a drive earlier in the card as well. And here they come now for the post parade. Let's send it up to Roger Houston.
They're on the track and bring the post for the 5th race. So Home Talent Colt Stakes, 3-year-old colt pace. Purse of $4,054. Number 1, Wash the Dragon, Logan Eversole. Number 2, Risky Rocker with Corey Kreiser. Number 3, Nacho Dragon, Darren Harvey. Number 4, In His Time, the driver Nick Clegg. And number 5, Venusian Dragon, Mario Wilson in the sulky. Horses take 1 score, go to the gate. Mutual windows closing in 2 minutes. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
So there is the field for the 5th, and while we wait for the horses to get behind the gate, we'll do the quick Frank Frost Fair Food Report today. We stopped at the Kickin' Chicken trailer on the back stretch, and we went for the full wrap. It was a chicken strip in the middle of the wrap with some lettuce, some cheese, some onion, and I went with the Parmesan bacon garlic sauce, I think is what it was that I put into it. Bacon Parmesan ranch sauce in the middle. Very good. The chicken was good. I'd have to only give it by 3.5, though. It wasn't substantial. You know, you think of a wrap like the big, thick wraps. This one was more of a skinny wrap. So we're only going to give it 3.5 horseshoes. But the chicken was pretty good. And while I was back there, though, I did see the Dairy Barn, which had a line. There was a line for the Dairy Barn. Milkshakes were $4. It looked like ice cream was there. So if we can get these done before the rain comes, I think we're going to have a stop at the Dairy Barn before we leave the track today.
It only seems fitting. We need cooled down. We need some ice cream.
There you go. So we are getting ready as they are making their way behind the starting gate. The gate is starting to roll, so this is the 5th on our card from the rail out. Wash the Dragon and Logan Ebersol. Risky Rocker, Corey Kreiser. Nacho Dragon, Darren Harvey. In His Time, Nick Clegg. Venusian Dragon and Mario Wilson. Let's send it up to Roger Houston.
Here they come. They're off and pacing. That's Risky Rocker going right out for the lead. Wash the Dragon gets away second. Into the turn, racing third. Nacho Dragon to the backside. In His Time is 4th and trailing the field, following the break, Venusian Dragon. Straight alignment down the backside, going to the first quarter mark. Risky Rocker and Corey Kreiser show the way. Wash the Dragon is second. Nacho Dragon pacing third as the field goes by the opening quarter. Opening quarter in 32-3. Into the turn, racing 4th. In His Time, Venusian Dragon trails the field as they race around the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. On top of the field and showing the way, it's Risky Rocker. Here comes Nick Clegg with In His Time. Now 4th, now 3rd. Moving up on the outside. Moving with him is Darren Harvey and Nacho Dragon. Coming to the halfway point. On top of the field, it's Risky Rocker. They reach the half. halfway home in 106. Into the turn on the outside, Nacho Dragon second, racing third. Wash the Dragon backing off now is in his time fourth. Treading the field, Venusian Dragon. Go on to the backside and the 5/8 mark. On the inside is Risky Rocker, bending her every step. Gives way now to Nacho Dragon on the outside. New leader, Darren Harvey, racing third. Wash the Dragon at the 3/4 in 1:35 4. Into the final turn, on top of the field and Ocheman up. It's Nacho Dragon drawn away by 2.5, make it 3. Racing second is Risky Rocker. Third on the outside, Wash the Dragon. Less than an 8 to go in Ohio. On top, it's Nacho Dragon. The battle's on for second and third. Nacho Dragon drawn away. Wash the Dragon is second. Racing third, Risky Rocker.
Darren Harvey made the move going up the back stretch and pulled away to win easily with Nacho Dragon, one of 4 Fear the Dragon in this race. And with that, Darren Harvey picks up his second win of the meet. First win for West Hirschberger.
Yeah, nice effort by Nacho Dragon. Corey Kreiser really stepped on the brakes out of there. Got out of the gate and got early position, but really backed down the race. Caused us a little bit of a jam up going to the half as Nick Clegg decided to make a power move. Nacho Dragon came out. We were 3 wide the first time around going to the half. They did kind of settle back in and got bumper card racing there. And Nacho Dragon continued up the backside, cleared, and opened up daylight. Had a popular second co-choice at 2-1.
For Nacho Dragon's second win in 9 starts this year. That'll raise the earnings up over $22,000. Was a winner back on April 17th at MGM Northfield Park earlier this year.
Into the RF Well Family Winners Circle. Number 3, Nacho Dragon. Eric Hirschberger, Kara Miller, the owners. Wes Hirschberger, the winning trainer. Darren Harvey in the sulky. 3-year-old gelding by Fear the Dragon and Nacho Mama Blue Chip. Home winner in 2:06 1/5. And that's another winner from Midland Acres, the home of Fear the Dragon. Results are official. Number 1, Wash the Dragon, 2. The 2, Risky Rocker, 3. The 3, Nacho Dragon, the winner. The 4, In His Time, 4. The 5, Venusian Dragon, 5. Top down, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5 on the bottom. The mile, 2:06 1/5. In the 6th race coming up, number 4, Just Barley. Make the driver Emmanuel Miller. Emmanuel Miller drives the 4, Just Barley. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
So we are now past the halfway point on our card. 5 races down. Roger Houston's got them rolling in. Some bad weather expected to get here in about an hour. You wouldn't know it looking at the blue skies behind us, but the wind blowing pretty well. We're going to take a quick look at the radar, though, here during this break. But we get set for our 6th race, and this will be the second of the 3 divisions for the 3-year-old Colt Pace when we return. 5 to go to the gate. Emmanuel Miller will drive the number 4, Just Barley, when we return to Lisbon, Ohio.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. Thestable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at thestable.ca.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio is a full-service standardbred breeding farm. Cool Winds stands the popular dancing Yankee, a two-time world champion, along with 2019 Jug winner Southwind Ozzy, the son of Some Beach Somewhere. Cool Winds also stands the royally bred $2 million earning Western Fame. Be sure to inspect the Cool Winds yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 13th.
Welcome back to the Columbiana County Fairgrounds in Lisbon, Ohio. Frank Froz, Don Tiger, Steve Ulrich bringing you all the action of today's 9-race card here in the Home Talent Colt Stakes. Well, I just did a quick check of the weather. The moderate thunderstorm is coming, but it looks like it's going to be here after we are completed. They're saying it's going to be about another hour and 45 minutes before the storm gets here. So that'll be plenty of time to get the rest of this race card in. Can't say what it's going to do for the draft horses after this that'll be out here pulling when we're done. But for the races, we should be in good shape to go. So next up, it is the Home Talent Colt Stakes, 3-year-old Colt Pace, second of 3 division. We'll take a look at the 6 horses that'll go to the gate. The number 1 is Walter Robert. Lenny Merriman drives, trains, and owns and bred this well said out of the Yankee Cruiser mare, holds them from flopping. A 3-year-old gelding who is making its first career start as a 3-year-old.
2, Mr. Legend. Betty Clegg owns and trains. Nick Clegg does have the lines here. 17 starts here, 1 win, 4 thirds. Mark at 205 and 3 at Marion. Does have a mark as a 2-year-old last year at Northfield in 54 and 1. So definitely some talent from this 3-year-old gelding. He is looking to pick up his second win on the season.
The number 3 is Bullville Said. The gelding by Bullville Powerful out of the well said mare Alexis Said. Logan Ebersol drives for Richard Stacy, who also owns Bullville Said, a $2,000 purchase at the Buckeye Classic sale. 5 starts this year, a 3rd place finish, lifetime 17 starts, still looking for that first win. Last time out, finished 3rd up at Northfield.
The 4, Just Barley, make the driver Emmanuel Miller. Emmanuel Miller will drive the 4, Just Barley. Isaiah Shrake owns and trains this individual. 3 wins on the season and 13 starts, also 3 seconds and a third. Nice record of 7-13 on the board. Another with a nice mark this year at 56 over at Northfield. Scored 2 back at Bucyrus and 58 and 4, which is a pretty snappy mile. And has been very competitive even last time out. A good second place finish. Will be one of the main contenders in here.
The number 5 is One Bad Dude, and One Bad Dude is driven by the 86-year-old David Sweeney, who also trains, owns, and bred One Bad Dude, making its 2nd start of the year. Was 6th at Circleville. Last year as a 2-year-old, 8 starts with earnings of $945. Let's send it up to Roger for the post parade.
Number 1, Walter Robert, the Lanny Merriman. Number 2, Mr. Legend, Nick Clegg. Number 3, Bullville Said, Logan Ebersol. Number 4, Just Barley, Emmanuel Miller. And number 5, One Bad Dude, David Sweeney in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score, go to the gate. Mutual windows closing, 2 minutes. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
best mustache in harness racing, driving the number 1, Lanny Merriman.
The interesting thing about that beard and mustache of his, it never looks like it grows. He must trim it all the time. He actually looks like almost like a rock star because every time I see it, it's perfectly done. And it's always good to see Lanny out on the circuit. You know, he was when I started in the business, he was a popular trainer and driver even before his son Aaron got started. So nice to see him on the fair circuits, and still looks the same. I mean, him and Don McCurgan, some of these guys, the elder statesmen, they look exactly the same as they did 25 years ago.
Well, you take a look, you got Lanny Merriman, 69, driving. You got David Swaney, 86 in this race they're driving. So, there's still hope for you, Don, to get out there and drive.
Yeah, there is. There certainly is.
You could just be in your prime getting to that point.
I'd be the young buck if I started, right?
Started now, yeah, you would be.
Yeah.
Oh, so they are in the upper turn getting ready to go. This the second of 3 divisions in the Home Talent Colt Stakes for 3-year-old colt pacers.
Starters call the horses to the gate.
Well, Swaney didn't hear it or what?
He turned before he didn't go by. He's, the old style, go up there at the top of the stretch and turn and come back.
This was red clay. Red. Where'd they truck that in from, Georgia?
3-year-old colt pacers are on in behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and pacing. That's Mr. Legend going for the lead. As they race into the turn, Just Barley up on the outside, getting away third. It's Beauville Said. Fourth, Walter Robert, treading the field, One Bad Dude, as they race into the turn and go to the first quarter mark. On top of the field, it's Mr. Legend. Just Barley racing second. Third, Beauville Said, trying to close the gap. Walter Robert fourth. One Bad Dude trails the field. Opening quarter in 33 and 3. Into the turn they go. On top of the field and showing the way, Nick Clegg. Mr. Legend leads the way by 2 lengths. Racing second is Just Barley. Pacing third, Beauville Said. Into the lane, Walter Robert is fourth. Tipping to the outside, One Bad Dude now fifth. Coming to the halfway point. Up on the outside now to stick the head in front. It's Just Barley. Halfway home in 1:05 and 2. Into the turn they go. Mr. Legend is there second. Racing third. Beauville Said. On to the backside. One Bad Dude fourth. Coming back to the outside, Walter Robert. As they race down the side, go on to the 3-quarter mark. Just Barley has the lead by a length and a half and opens back up. Make it 2. Mr. Legend is there second. Beauville Said third at the 3-quarter mark. 3 quarters, 136 and 2. Into the final turn, drawn away with each and every start. It's Just Barley now on top of the field by 3. Mr. Legend is second. Coming to the outside, Beauville Said. Into the stretch they come. Just Barley with the lead. Beauville Said closing on the outside. Inside, coming home, Mr. Legend to the wire. It's all Just Barley. Home second, Mr. Legend. Third, Beauville Said.
Got a race back here going on.
Cheers, Swaney.
1, Walter Robert, and 5th to One Bad Dude. But your winner, Just Barley. Emmanuel Miller made the move going up the back stretch, opened up and pulled away to win. And it was a battle to the wire for the number 2, Mr. Legend, and the number 3, Beauville Said, but Nick Clegg gets Mr. Legend up at the wire.
Fun race to watch. Multiple reasons there, because we had a good 2-horse battle for second and third, and we had a great battle for fourth and fifth. And some people might say, well, what does it matter for fourth and fifth? Well, both David Swaney Lanny Merriman, they're out here. They're fighting for purse money, and those horses actually probably not as talented as some of the top two in there, but they're still out here competing. That was a good finish for that, too. So exciting finishes for both minor rewards, but it looks like unofficial 4-2-3 for the top honors.
Sometimes you get those races that the last horses are just out there trying to finish up, but those two were racing. They were racing to the wire.
They were racing to the wire, and it was neat because at about the quarter pole or close into the half, one bad dude took the mark back around Walter Robert, and then up the backside, Walter Robert made a move on him. One bad dude came back. It was a ding-dong, so both of those horses trying to improve had a good stretch run there.
With the win, Emmanuel Miller now has his second win of the day, his fourth on the meet, and he now leads all drivers.
Number 4, Just Barley. Isaiah and Terry Shrake of Navarre, Ohio. Isaiah Shrake, the trainer. Emmanuel Miller in the sulky. 3-year-old gelding, but Charlie Barley at a Just Thinking. Home a winner in 2:05 3/5. Final half, a minute and a fifth. Final quarter, 29-1. Isaiah Shrake, Emmanuel Miller, Just Barley in the 6. Results are official. Number 1, Walter Robert, 4. The 2, Mr. Legend, 2. The 3, Beauville Said, 3. The 4, Just Barley, the winner. The 5, One Bad Dude, 5. Top down, 4-2-3-1. 5 on the bottom. The mile, 2:05 3/5. In the 7th race coming up, number 1, Super James. Make the driver Darren Harvey. Darren Harvey drives the 1, Super James. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
3 horses to go to the gate for the 7th in the second division of 3-year-old colt trotters when we return to Lisbon right after this.
Once again, attention to the honored driver of a silver 4-door Jeep, Ohio license GVJ1846, parked in the reserve spot number 6. The barn area needs moved at once. You have 5 minutes. The tow truck is on its way.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Long Tom, Summa Cum Laude, Ready for Money, and Bit of a Legend. See our yearlings at the Blooded Horse Sale August 27th and the Ohio Select Sale September 13th.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Welcome back to the Columbiana County Fair in Lisbon, Ohio. Frank Frost, Don Tiger, Steve Ulrich bringing you all the action. And Don, it was funny today as we were getting all set up in that. I get here and getting ready to come up to our broadcast location, and I run into Roger Houston down below at the underneath the grandstand. He's sitting there, before making the big climb up all the stairs, and we're talking, and this woman comes over and asks Roger if he would autograph the program. And I just start laughing, and he looked at her and goes, no. And she goes, what, you won't ask it? He goes, no, I'll autograph it, but you had to ask in front of him, pointing to me. And I said, all right, Roger, the star here, over 183,000 races, signs the autograph. And she was as happy as a clam getting Roger's autograph. But, Roger is just so good for the game and so good for harness racing. And, I have never seen him turn down any request from any fan or anybody when it comes to harness racing.
No, he's super. We actually share a personal thing here. We had a trip. We went to Yonkers for the Messenger. He was invited to call the Messenger, and we went out there. That was one of his remaining trips, was to go out to Yonkers. He had called there earlier, but he wanted to call the Messenger at Yonkers, obviously. We had a great trip. We spent a couple days together. He's so accommodating to everybody, meeting fans. I mean, there's so many people in the sport, whether you're in Pennsylvania, Ohio, which is his roots, all the way in New Jersey. Guys like Edison Hatter, new race callers getting in the industry. We're just glad to be around him, and we're blessed to have him as presence.
Here's the 3-year-old colt trot, $6,040. Number 1, Super James. Driver, Darren Harvey. The 2, CS Door Prize, Emmanuel Miller. And number 3, Solomon Seal, Daniel Miller, in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Mutual windows closing, less than 2. In the barn area, get them ready for the 8th. 3-year-old colt Pacers, 4 of you, get them ready.
Short field of 3. If you're an owner, you got to like this. The number 1, Super James. Darren Harvey drives for Wes Hirschberger. This is a 3-year-old gelding by Volstead out of Super Lily, owned by John's Racing Stable and Wes Hirschberger. This year, 9 of 12 hitting the board, 3 wins, 3 seconds, 3 thirds. Was a winner, 2 back, in a dead heat at Mount Vernon.
This might be a short field, but it's a compact field, and there's a lot of power here. The 2, CS Door Prize. Rosie Weaver trains for owner Jared Hawks. Emmanuel Miller will drive today. 3 wins and 8 starts this year. Does have 2 seconds as well. 5 of 8 on the board. 17,000 with a mark of 58 over at the Meadows.
The number 3 is Solomon Seal. Daniel Miller drives and trains for Riceland Acres. This is a Volstead, so all 3 of these horses bred by Dublin Valley Farms, the breeders up there. Riceland Acres is the owner, and the 3 stand at the 2 sires stand at Dublin Valley Farm. Riceland Acres is the breeder of Solomon Seal. Still looking for that first win. Has 14 career starts, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. We're ready to go. Let's send it to Roger.
They're off and trotting at CS Door Prize, going for the lead. Getting away second is Super James, trailing the field, Solomon Seal. As they race around the turn, going to the first 8. On top of the field, Emmanuel Miller, CS Door Prize. As they race around the turn, leads by 2.5. Super James second, and trailing the field, Solomon Seal. Down the backside they go on to the first quarter mark. On top of the field, CS Door Prize, opening quarter in 32-2. Into the turn they go. Super James second. Solomon Seal continues to trail the field third. Daniel Miller can see them all. Go on to the 3/8 mark. He into the lane first time, coming to the halfway station. CS Door Prize on top. Super James is second. Solomon Seal third. Straight alignment as they pass the stand for the first time, coming to the halfway point. CS Door Prize halfway home in 1:03. Into the turn, Super James second, racing third. Solomon Seal as they race into the turn and go to the 5/8 mark. On top, Emmanuel Miller getting a bit lonesome with CS Door Prize, now by 3. Super James is second, and off stride, Solomon Seal drops further back. Go on to the 3-quarter mark. CS Door Prize takes them over to the 3/4 mark. 3/4 in 1:34 and 4. Into the turn, go on to the 7/8 mark. On top, CS Door Prize. Super James is here second. The trailer remains Solomon Seal. 1/8 of a mile to go in Ohio. Into the stretch they come. CS Door Prize the lead. Coming to the outside, Super James. CS Door Prize. Super James closing on the outside. Coming to the wire. Super James on the outside. Gets up.
Great race down the stretch there, and getting up, Darren Harvey and Super James for Wes Hirschberger gets the win. CS Door Prize finishes second. Solomon Seal, after the break, finishes third.
Yeah, I thought that'd be a good race between those two entrants. I wasn't sure exactly how it was going to ding-dong. Up the backside, the two CS Door Prize looked to have this race in hand as Darren John Harvey was chasing a couple whip taps up there and still was a good 3-4 lengths off the leader. But as Frank has alluded to both days here at this fair, we have a long stretch here from the top of the stretch home, and CS Door Prize just got a little bit leg weary, and Super James did take full advantage, trotting up a storm. Nice photo finish at the wire. One did indeed get there unofficially 1-3-2 or 1-2 or 2 or 1-2-3 elementary, my dear Watson.
There you go. Want to thank our weather spotters and getting word it's coming. Miranda Shedron in Worcester says it's pouring there and looking dark in Canton South, according to Desta Cooper. So it is getting dark slowly behind us, as waiting now for the winner to come back to the winner's circle is Super James. And for those of you that are wondering, the car was moved. The owner was sitting about 6 rows in front of us. After the second announcement, he turned and looked at us and said, "I moved it." And we said, "No, you got to go up and tell the press box." So he went up and told the press box, and so it was moved. So heading back to the winner's circle right now behind the water truck is your winner, Super James, with Darren Harvey. Was in the speed office when Darren was checking in today, and somebody said, "Yeah, you picked up a drive," and he said, "I did," and then he said, "Yeah, for Wes." He goes, "Yeah, I know."
Number 1, Super James, owned by John's Racing Stable of Worcester. Wes Hirschberger of Dundee, Ohio. Wes Hirschberger, the only trainer to double up today at the Columbiana County Fair. Driver Darren Harvey, his second win of the afternoon as well. 3-year-old Gulliver Volstead at a Super Lily. Home a winner in 2:05 4/5. Wes Hirschberger, Darren Harvey, Super James in the 7th. Results are official. Number 1, Super James, the winner. The 2, CS Door Prize, 2. The 3, Solomon Seal, 3. Top down, 1, 2, 3. Quarter, 32 and 2. The half, 103. 3/4, 134 4. The mile, 2:05 4/5. 8th race, James Day drives the 2 somewhere up. The 3, coupon code, Emmanuel Miller. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
So there are your 2 driver changes for the 8th. James Day will drive somewhere up, and Emmanuel Miller will drive number 3, coupon code. So we head to our penultimate race of the day, our 8th, the 3rd and final division of our 2- and 3-year-old stakes races. This will be the 3-year-old Colt Pace, the 3rd of 3 divisions, going for $4,054 when we return to the Columbiana Fair in Lisbon, Ohio.
Agriculture was a primary industry for early Columbiana County. In the late 1830s, Columbiana was the second most populated county in Ohio, meaning their agricultural production was enormous. Residents raised more horses than anywhere else in the Midwest, along with having the largest wheat, sheep, and wool production in the state. Columbiana County knew it was an industry leader and founded an agricultural society to support its farmers. The Columbiana County Agricultural Society would quickly hold their first fair in 1845 in Lisbon. The first Columbiana County Fair was small, with prize money totaling to less than $17. Awards were given to Best One-Horse Buggy, Most Outstanding Saddle and Pair of Boots, Best Yoke of Oxen, and Finest Quilt. The next decade was full of tremendous growth. The permanent fairgrounds was purchased and a half-mile racetrack was built. Harness racing was popular throughout the 19th and 20th centuries and provided a large source of revenue for the county fair. Today, the Columbiana County Fair is a member of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. They host 2 days of live-action harness racing.
History, tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Home Talent Colt Stakes. You can't win them.
If you are here and you want to pick up one of our Ohio Fair passports, stop by our broadcast location. We'll give you one of our passports, and then when you're at a fair around anywhere, you can stop by. We'll put a sticker in it. At the end of the year, we will have some pretty good prizes for you. And as we say that, here does come the rain coming down heavily. We still got blue skies in front of us. I can see some blue skies behind us, so it must just be one cloud over the top of us as here they come for the post play. Let's go to Roger.
3-year-old Colt Chase Home Talent Stake, $4,054. The 1 Cinder Lane Cruiser, Nick Clegg. The 2 Somewhere Up, James Day. The 3 Coupon Code, Emmanuel Miller. And the 4 Dragging My Peanuts, Rocky Ward in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score, go to the gate. Mutual windows closing, less than 2.
So, tell you a little bit about this field. The number 1, Nick Clegg, drives Cinder Lane Cruiser. Betty Clegg trains. 21 starts, 2 wins, 4 seconds, 3/3 on the year. Lifetime $73,000 in earnings. Was a winner 2 back at Paynesville.
2 Somewhere Up, the lesser of the 2 Clegg entries in here. Betty Clegg owns and trains. James Day gets the assignment today, picks up the mount. 0 for 21 on the season, but has 2 second and 4 third-place finishes and a nice hefty $13,000 banked.
The number 3 is Coupon Code. Emmanuel Miller drives for Isaiah Schrake. This is a Ponderosa. 7 starts, no wins.
Dragging My Peanuts, Rocky Ward looking at daily double. He won yesterday, looking for the second half of that on day 2.
Oh, this ought to be a recall.
What we got?
Recall.
We have a recall. The recall lights are on as the number 1 horse
stuck him in.
Nick Clegg. Yeah. Not sure what happened, but all of a sudden Nick Clegg took a turn to the right.
Turn, yeah.
And,
maybe equipment break, maybe a line, or
that's kind of what Nick's looking at right now. He jumped off the bike and he's looking at something with the horse. And
our horse is not really happy. Cinder Lane Cruiser, who is our prohibitive favorite right now at 1-5.
So one of those situations could have been a lot worse, but luckily Nick able to control the number 1 Cinder Lane Cruiser, who's right now giving him some fits down there. Yeah, it looks like some sort of equipment problem.
Recall.
So we have the recall lights are on.
Somewhere up.
This rain now starting to get very heavy here at
The nice part about it is that the rain is actually coming pretty much straight down. We've still got a light wind.
We were smart, though. Today, though, we laid the tarp out that if we need it, we can just fold the tarp over the top of all of our equipment. So we were kind of smart with that.
The Reds or Guardians might want to hire you. You're ready to go.
We're a veteran with that. But it is a very heavy downpour right now, and it is just we do have blue skies all around us. We've got it to the right behind us, to the front of us.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because if you look to the back of the grandstand, it's almost like a short, dark cloud is in between all of this, and I think that's what we're catching. So I think this will be a sprinkle, something that will come back, so we should be good. We're still trying to get the one. I believe Nick's looking for a little bit of help, and I think the Wilkenberg starting gate, they might pull over and give him a hand here to get this horse.
Nick back up
he's
into
back
the
on. Okay.
into the bike.
He's saying he's pointing over to the paddock.
Yeah, almost like he's heading back there maybe.
Yeah, to get something taken care of.
Not sure. We'll wait to get the official word on what is happening. The starting gate now making its way back
It appears
in front of
that
us.
Mr. Clegg is coming back to the barn area. Nick Clegg returning back to the barn area. Don't know if the head poles broke or what. So if the Clegg stable, meeting with the draw gate, might get another head pole.
Nick Clegg making his way back, and I just saw Betty Clegg, who was up by the draw gate, just go running down the hill. They have these stalls right in front near the draw gate, so they are real close to where everything is. And looks like Mario Wilson out there to help Nick Clegg when he gets over there. And once they get the equipment taken care of, they're going to turn him around. Yeah, so Nick Clegg waiting. It looks like he's going to get an equipment adjustment here in a second once they run down and get the piece of equipment that he is going to need. While that all goes on, the other three horses somewhere up, Coupon Code and Dragon My Peanuts, wait. Don't forget, we'll have more action
Number one,
tonight.
Lane Cruiser will race without the head pole.
So they just took the head pole off, and he's going to race without it. Don't forget, 5 o'clock, Wood County Fair, Bowling Green, Ohio. And then at 6 o'clock, we're at Wapakoneta for the Auglaize County Fair, racing from those two fairs. So 3 fairs today we will be racing at as the rain has now stopped. Well, it's to a slight, very light drizzle. As we get set to go, the starting gate now starting to roll again. We only score 4 wide here at the Lisbon track, and they are ready to go. Everybody in position. Let's send it up to Roger Houston.
Here they come.
You got to put your foot in the damn stirrup, Mr. Day.
They're off and pacing, going for the lead. That's Cinder Lane Cruiser. Getting away second, the end of the turn, Coupon Code. Racing third, Dragon My Peanuts, and trailing the field somewhere up as they race around the turn. Go on to the first 8. On to the backside they go. Cinder Lane Cruiser has the lead by 2.5. Racing second, that is Coupon Code. Third, Dragon My Peanuts, and trailing the field somewhere up. They race over to the first quarter mark. Opening quarter in 33 flat. Into the turn they go. Cinder Lane Cruiser on top of the field and showing the way. Racing second. As they race out of the turn and into the lane first time. Coupon Code. Dragon My Peanuts third. Trailing the field somewhere up. No movement as yet to go after the leader. On top, Cinder Lane Cruiser bringing them to the halfway point. Racing second is Coupon Code at the halfway point in 104-1. Into the turn they go, sneaking up the inside, Dragon My Peanuts as they race around the turn, go on to the 5/8 mark. On top of the field, it's Cinder Lane Cruiser with the lead. Dragon My Peanuts is there second. Up the inside as well, somewhere up. Trailing the field, Coupon Code, go on to the 3/4 mark. Cinder Lane Cruiser opening up by 4 at the 3/4 in 135-1. Into the final turn. Dragon My Peanuts is there second. Racing third, somewhere up. Coupon Code on the outside fourth. 1/8 of a mile to go in Ohio. Cinder Lane Cruiser and Nick Clegg bring him into the stretch. Racing second is Dragon My Peanuts. Racing third, somewhere up. Coming to the wire, it's all Cinder Lane Cruiser and Nick Clegg drawing away. Dragging My Peanuts somewhere up.
The inquiry's up on the floor.
Inquiry sign is posted. Inquiry sign is posted.
Well, the inquiry sign is going to go up for Rocky Ward, number 4, for hitting that pylon down at in that first turn as they pass the half-mile mark.
Inquiry on the 4, Dragging My Peanuts.
But it was Cinder Lane Cruiser once it got everything taken care of. Very impressive for the win. 3rd win of the year in 22 starts. Lifetime 12th win for Cinder Lane Cruiser, trained by Betty Clegg, driven by Nick Clegg. Second was Dragging My Peanuts, but we'll have to wait to see what they rule there. 3rd, Somewhere Up, and 4, Coupon Code. So Betty Clegg now with 4 winners for the meet. Nick Clegg now with 3. And with 1 race to go, Betty Clegg will collect the training title here at Lisbon. Yeah, the best we have is on the so. Yep, here I can get that down if you want to talk.
Yeah, so the 8th race, unofficial winner is Cinder Lane Cruiser. The judges currently are using some of our equipment to, go through the just to take a look at the race to see, we have the video, so the judges are down here looking at the information. But no doubt about the winner, Cinder Lane Cruiser. Wire to wire, a very popular 1 to 5.
Winner circle, number 1, Cinder Lane Cruiser. On the train to Betty Clegg, her 2nd of the day. Husband Nick Clegg in the sulky, his 2nd winning drive of the afternoon. 3-year-old Gallery Yankee Cruiser out of Dream Like Me. Home winner, 2:05.
There you have it, 2:05, race number 8. Cinder Lane Cruiser, clear winner.
Midland Acres, the home of the Yankee Cruiser.
The judges are still looking at the 4-horse Dragging My Peanuts just to get a little analysis as far as that horse. The 3 judges here do a great job. Excellent judges. David Statz, our presiding judge, with his 2 assistants. They do a good job. They're going to take a look at the replay just to see exactly what had transpired there. A little bit of action here past the half. Rocky Ward did hit a pylon.
Oh, okay.
Still on? Okay, so there we go. While we're taking a minute where the judges are still looking at everything, 31 years, we were talking about Roger Houston a little bit earlier ago. 31 years he's been calling races here. If you put that into perspective, that's let's just say we average 16 races a meet here because we race 2 days. I don't know 10, 15, 20 years ago how many races they have, but that's over 500 races. And the consistency of him coming over here to call races for the past 2 years, or 31 years, that is amazing. So the local Columbiana residents and people that support the fair and the participants here have got to hear the voice for 31 years. Just does an amazing job, but that's just to stay that consistent and make it over here for 31 straight years is just a testament to Roger's acumen, what he's done for the sport, what he means to us personally, professionally, and we're blessed to have him, and just an amazing race caller. Judges are still looking at the 8th race to try to make the placing on the 4 to see if he's indeed interfered with going through that pylon, the pylon violation. They're still working, reviewing our video, seeing exactly where everything is. And then after that, we're going to bring you to race number 9. Race number 9, to give you a little bit of an idea, it's a 3-horse affair. The 3-horse PL Jericho is scratched, so we will have 3 signed on for the free-for-all trot. But looks like the judges made their decision. We're going to hear it shortly here.
Not sure what the decision was, but they did look at Rocky Ward coming down the inside, hitting the pylon, that first pylon, but stayed outside the 2nd pylon, cut it really tight, so I'm not sure what they're going to do with that. They usually come down, they'll take a quick look at it, but then it's like, okay, what do we do? And then they go up and talk about it, and we wait to find out what the decision is.
Sounds good. Yep. These judges here, presiding judge David Statz does a great job. They take everything seriously. The couple inquiries that I've been involved with over the past 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, they do a fantastic job. So
no violation.
So no violation.
No violation.
He did hit the pylon, which they do.
Yeah, it happens.
Yep. But and that's the other thing. We get comments on our feed every now about the judges not doing their job. They do the best they can. They've got one view, and that's the view from where they are sitting. They don't have anybody on the backside. Let's go to Roger first.
Cruiser, the winner. The 2, somewhere up. 3, the 3, coupon code. 4, the 4, Dragon My Peanuts. 2, top down. 1, 3, 4. 2 on the bottom. The quarter, 33. The half, 104.1. 3 quarters, 135.1. The mile, 2:05. And that brings us to the final race on the card. Free for all trot coming up. Scratch the 3, PL Jericho. Scratch the 3, PL Jericho.
So we'll come back, tell you about the 3 horses in the final race, and I'll finish the talk about the judges right after this.
The future is bright in Ohio. Ohio Sire Stakes, Buckeye Stallion Series, 66 county and independent fairs. Whether it's the Ohio Sire Stakes, the Buckeye Stallion Series, or the county fairs, Ohio has a place for your racehorse. This year, Ohio breds are racing for nearly $23 million in stakes purses. Be part of the winning. Breed, buy, race, win in Ohio.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport.
Number 1, Candy Sweet with Corey Kreiser. Number 2, Lily Swan Pond, Charlie Myrick. The 3 is scratched. The 4, Happy Girl, James Day in the sulky. Horse take 1 score, go to the gate. You 2 windows closing, less than 2. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
So let's tell you about these 3 horses very quickly before they go to the gate. The number 1 is Candy Sweet. Corey Kreiser drives and trains. Amir Nazer owns this horse. 25 starts, 7 wins, 5 seconds, 2/3. It's a 7-year-old mare by Team 6.
The elder statesman in the race, the 12-year-old young Lily Swan Pond. This gelding is 18 starts this year, 2 wins, banked $10,000. Career-wise, 323, 37 trips to the winner's circle, over $500,000 earned with a mark of 55-2 at the Meadowlands.
I thought you were talking about Charlie Myrick at 53 being the elder statesman, which he is. The number 4, scratch the number 3, PL Jericho. The number 4 is Happy Girl. James Day drives, trains for Power Play Racing, 20 starts on the year. 3 wins, 2/3 lifetime, 5 wins in 48 starts for Happy Girl as they are getting ready to go right behind the gate. So we'll do that. But as I was saying, is they only have the one view, and we give them an opportunity to look at it again, maybe see something that they didn't see live to help them out and make that decision. And you look at the pari-mutuels, they have front-on views. They have rear views, they have side views, they have views from 3 different camera locations out on the track. So the pari-mutuel judges get to see a lot more than the judges do at the fairs, and that's why they have a very, very tough job and do the best they can.
Extremely tough job, and I'm not sure, is this our 4th year in production for covering fairs or 3rd year?
4th year, I think. 3rd full year.
So major kudos to the OHHA for the broadcast that we do provide for all these fairs, especially for you, Frank, because I know you spearhead pretty much everything. I speak on behalf of all the people that are fans, owners. We love what you do, and it's important. But, again, 5 years ago, they didn't even have the ability to see a replay. So the fact that Steve's out here, you're out here, all the people that are involved with the OHHA that put these fair presentations on, I know I hear all the time from people, they get to see their sons, nephews, people race where they couldn't have. A lot of people don't have the ability, like even Dave Myrick. He's in Margate, Florida. He can't be here to see Charlie race, but now we provide that point. We have people in Ireland, Scotland, overseas, Australia, and all that credit goes to you and the fantastic people at the OHHA. So on behalf of the fans that can't always speak out and the horsemen, we thank you for everything that you do.
Well, thank you. It's a great team effort that we have back at the office. Susan Schroeder, Kim Poma, Ashley Daly, Sherry Johnson, Lyndon Addins, all of us doing everything to keep it rolling. Then, folks like you, all our freelancers who come out and help us do it. We couldn't do it without you, because if we did, we'd be dead from being all over the state. Matt Clark, got to remember Matt Clark, can't forget him. He's been so instrumental in making sure what we do gets on the air, and it's like yesterday, made a quick phone call to him, helped us with something that wasn't working, and he's always there for us, and so yeah, it's been a team effort, but we're trying to figure out some ways to even help the judges more. We've got a couple of suggestions we've got to look at and try to see if we can make it possible. I know in the past, there's been times they've come down and, looked at something on the computer, but with the way we're doing things now, that becomes a little more difficult. So we're trying to find some different ideas to see what we can come up with. And, hopefully we'll be able to help them as we move forward here. But we're getting ready to go to the gate with our last race of the Columbiana County Fair, the free-for-all trot, the Columbiana. 3 to go to the gate from the rail out. Candy Sweet, Lily Swan Pond, Happy Girl. Let's send it to Roger Houston for the finale.
Here they come. They're off and trotting. That's Lily Swan Pond going for the lead. Candy Sweet is there second. Tucking in third is Happy Girl as they race into the turn, going to the first 8. Charlie Myrick, Lily Swan Pond lead the way by a length and a quarter. Racing second down the backside, it's Candy Sweet. Moving on the outside as they race over to the first quarter mark. Candy Sweet on the outside now grabs the lead as they race by the opening quarter. Opening panel in 32 and 2. Into the turn they go. Lily Swan Pond is there second. Racing third, Happy Girl as they race around the turn. Going to the 3/8 mark. Into the lane first time, coming to the halfway point. On top of the field and showing the way, Corey Kreiser, Candy Sweet. Lily's Swan Pond is there second. Trailing is Happy Girl as they race over to the halfway point. Halfway home in 102 and 3. Into the turn they go. On top, it's Candy Sweet, opening up now by 5. Racing second on the outside, Lily Swan Pond. Trailing the field, Happy Girl. A lot of distance between each horse. Down the backside, go on to the 3/4 mark. On top of the field and with the lead, it's Candy Sweet. Now by 9 lengths, Lily Swan Pond is there second at the 3/4 mark. 3/4 in 1:33. Midway around the final turn. With an 1/8 of a mile to go in Ohio. On top of the field with the lead, it is Candy Sweet. Into the stretch they come. Candy Sweet has the lead and drawn away by 6. Racing second, Lily Swan Pond. Coming home, it's all Corey Kreiser. Candy Sweet by 6. Lily Swan Pond was second. Home third, Happy Girl.
Wait to get a final time on that race. See how close it was to the track record. Trying to find my track record sheet here. I think the track record was 2:04 and 3. So if they came home in 31, had a shot at it. So we'll have to wait to see what the final time was, but your winner was Candy Sweet and Corey Kreiser.
Second, Lily's Swan Pond and Charlie Myrick. And third was Happy Girl. The number 3, PL Jericho, was scratched. So with the win, Corey Kreiser picks up his first victory of the meet, and that means that Betty Clegg will win the training title, and Emmanuel Miller will pick up the driving crown here at Lisbon.
Very popular 1-9. Did not get past the locals here. Made the one Candy Sweet the 1-9 favorite. Seized the lead up the backstretch and opened up by many lengths, scoring by 6. And we'll get the final time to you here shortly.
Here comes Corey Kreiser up to the winner's circle.
This does not happen very often in the Columbia County Fair in Lisbon. But back on 2016, they established a track record by Rose Run Runaway of 2, 4, and 3. The mile today by Candy Sweet is a new track record for trotters here at the Columbiana County Fair in Lisbon. The new track record, 2:04 2/5, betting the previous mark by a 1/5 of a second. Candy Sweet is owned by Amir Nazier of West Bloomfield, Michigan. Corey Kreiser trains and drives 7-year-old Maraba, Team 6 out of the talented 1. A track record performance, 2:04 2/5. Results are official. Number 1, Candy Sweet, the winner. The 2, Lily Swan Pond, 2. The 3 is scratched. The 4, Happy Girl, 3. Top down, 1, 2, scratch, 3 on the bottom. The quarter, 32 and 2. The half, 102 3. 3/4, 133. Track record for trotters, 2:04 2/5. That concludes our racing program here at the Columbia.
Well, when they were going in 103 and 3, I thought he might have a shot at it. And if you watched Candy Sweet down the backstretch, almost just looked aerodynamic the way the horse was going. And ends up getting the track record by a 1/5 of a second. 2:04 and 2 for the new track record, breaking the mark set 8 years ago by Rose Run Runaway. So that'll wrap up our racing. We're going to take a quick break, catch up on those last commercials we missed, and then we'll be back to wrap it all up from the Columbiana County Fair right after this.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661. Volstead, Coach K. Hanover, Slay, Ohio's top trotters stand at Dublin Valley Farms. Volstead's offspring include Sugar Instead, the 2023 Ohio 2-year-old Trotting Filly of the Year, and 2024 Ohio Sire Stakes winner Jurassic Hattie. Coach K. Hanover, the son of world record holder Walner, and Slay, the son of Chapter 7, standing his first season at Dublin Valley Farms. When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out, Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Welcome back for one last time to the Columbiana County Fairgrounds here in Lisbon, Ohio, as we conclude day 2 of racing. 9 races in the books. For the drivers, Darren Harvey, Nick Clegg, Emmanuel Miller all had doubles today. The other winners were Charlie Myrick, Ty Loy, and Corey Kreiser. And we had 7 different trainers come home with a win today. Betty Clegg led the way with 2, along with Wes Hirschberger. Charlie Myrick, Rosie Weaver, Ty Loy, Isaiah Schrake, and Corey Kreiser each had 1 each. And Don, we beat the rain. Didn't seem to bother the horses in that one race, but some really good racing. And when you top it off with a track record, you can't top that.
Yeah, that's the way to finish a card. We had 18 races last 2 days, battled some ponds, a little bit of weather, but always fun to see track records and to finish the 2-day meet here with a nice new track record of 204-2 on the trot side. Makes it look forward to next year coming back to this venue.
Want to thank everybody who joined us today. Don't forget, in 2 hours we have the first race post time from the Wood County Fair in Bowling Green. And then an hour after that, we head to Auglaize County Fairgrounds in Wapakoneta, as we will have racing from Wapakoneta, the first of 2 cards there. Want to hope you'll join us again for those races as well. So that'll do it from the Columbiana County Fairgrounds in Lisbon, Ohio. Want to thank everybody here at the Columbiana County Fairgrounds for all their help. Woody Woolman of the Home Talent Colt Stakes, Roger Houston, our announcer, and for Steve Ulrich, Don Tiger, I'm Frank Frost saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you at a fair real soon. Have a great Tuesday afternoon, everybody. Goodbye.
This has been Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing has been presented by Midland Acres, thestable.ca, Dublin Valley Farms, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, and the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio County Fair Racing is a presentation of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association.